what is obvious reading the book is the detailed notes that he kept, the first person contemporaneous account of the inner workings of the Trump administration through a number of known and unknown scandals that he's writing about. So it's a you know, it's in one sense he is just providing an inside account, a contemporaneous account of the things we've all watched play out over the last 2 or 3 years, and the other he's revealing and making allegations of some other unknown charges against the president that could be something that whether it be congressional investigators would look at, but also certainly could be a factor in this year's presidential election. Well, one of the most significant allegations in the book stems from the president's meeting with Chinese leader Xi Jinping last June in Osaka, Japan, and alongside the G20 meeting, where Bolton, then National Security Advisor, recounts how he watched the president, in his words, plead with Xi to cut a deal with the United States on trade. This is at a time when the two nations were in the middle of a trade war that was taking a toll on both of their economies, and encouraging the Chinese government to buy more U.S. farm products with the explicit purpose of helping his own reelection campaign. And he called that a stunning revelation. That was one. Another is regards a meeting that the president had with Turkish leader Erdogan. And in that meeting, a similar sort of conversation played out where Erdogan came to the White House with a list of grievances. One of them was concerns that federal prosecutors in the United States were looking at potential misdealings by a Turkish firm close to his administration. The president, in Bolton's account, said he would take care of it. Both of those are things that could be substantively of interest to Capitol Hill, but also certainly fodder in this year's presidential campaign. So far, we haven't heard much from the White House on the substantive allegations uh, brought to bear by Bolton so far.
Mhm.
White House officials have tried to impugn Bolton's credibility. In one case, sending out an email to reporters listing all the times Democrats said that Bolton wasn't necessarily the most credible. That said, one of the interesting things that comes out of the Department of Justice's filing trying to delay the release of this book while a national security review, pre-publication review process is still claiming it's still ongoing. Is the White House and the Department of Justice are arguing that there is still classified information in this book, which is a tacit admission of its accuracy, because information can only be classified if it is accurate.